Okay folks, I am selling my 5x8 cargo trailer conversion camper. It is a 5x8 trailer, therefore it means it is, 5 feet across. Exactly. By just 8.5 feet long. So there's a 5 foot wide box by 8 feet long. And as far as height, let's get the height here for you. Sorry, I'm trying to do this so you can literally see this. I had a lot of people asking me the measurement. It's probably about 8.5 feet tall, a little over 100 inches. That's because it has a max air fan and a max air rain cover. So you can run the fan while it's raining to prevent condensation from getting inside the trailer. Okay, so that's the measurements of the outside. And also that fan cover is removable. It makes the trailer, 8 inches smaller or something. Sorry, my tape measure is not cooperating. Okay, so it is a 5x8 trailer. I have added a propane mount, very sturdy mount. It catches the bottom of the bottle to hold it up and straps around it to stop it from falling off. That's never going to go anywhere. I've added a house battery that is a deep cycle 80 amp hour marine battery. There's an automatically resettable short circuit fuse there. There's a crank jack with a foot on it. And so the propane is to heat the trailer. I have a heater inside, and the battery is for the solar panels that I have on top, and those are for running the fan and for the USB power. So there's 3 100-watt flexible solar panels on the roof. They're attached with 3M VHB and Eternabond tape, and that stuff will never come off. And they are wired using some very fancy solar specific 10-2 cable through the roof using a waterproof grommet there, and that comes down to the inside here to power the RV. Now I'll take you inside. You open the door. You have an RV style door with the 2 locks on it, door handle with the 2 locks on it, and you have a tinted window with a shade so that you can see out. No, the window does not slide open in any way. You have to open the door to get some vent in here. And you can also open the sink to get ventilation. So here's the inside of the trailer. It is made for sleeping 1 person, and the bed is 26 inches wide, about the width of 1 mummy bag, as you see, by 7 feet long. Goes from the end of the cabin to slightly under here. You can see you use inflatable air pads and foam mattresses for it, and there's a cutout for them in the wood so that they sit in there and they cannot slide out. And so that's how you set up the bed. A little Cabela's inflatable air mattress there, and then you put a mummy bag on top and a backpacking pillow, and you have a very comfortable bed. I have some screw eyes screwed into the wall to hold some fly fishing rods here, and there's 3 different fly rods there, and they're out of the way while you sleep. I have some regular fishing rod holders screwed into the wall to hold regular fishing rods. There's a wallet and key holder. I put my wallet and keys here when I sleep so that I always know where they're at, even if it's dark. This is a wash towel holder, paper towel holder. You have a cabinet here with a swing preventer there, stops it from swinging open. Pull that out and you got your cabinet in here, and it's got all your toiletries and things like that. And we got some stickers because this has been to Mount Rushmore and things. We have our gravity sink, 7 gallons of water. You fill it up at the store in the water machine with clean water that's filtered, and you put it up here. You strap it in and you bungee cord it in so it is double good. You open the vent and you can get water out there, and I usually fill my glasses with that. You can brush your teeth in here. You don't want to do anything too major. It just basically drains outside. You can see the tube right here. It goes to the outside. We have a pegboard for hanging tools. We got the propane bottle wrench to remove the propane bottle there. This is I put like forks and toothpaste and things like that, some tools in here. I've removed a bunch of stuff because I'm getting ready to sell it. And here you can run power wires through here and have them come out to like your laptop or whatever you want. You could run the wires down through here under there to the power system. I have all the manuals for all the stuff that went into this trailer. This is where the solar wires come through the roof, and you can turn the solar panels on or off with this breaker right here, and they will also break if they short circuit. And there's another fuse right there on the roof that will also prevent more short circuiting from the outside and from the inside there. So let's see, so you have a nice countertop here. You have a vise if you need to tie a fly, or if you need to work on something, you can hold it in there while you work on it. It's got rubber jaws on it, so it's pretty nice. And whatever you hold it in there, you have a backpack holder here that is backed up with a 2x4, so it's very sturdy and you're not going to lose your backpack there. You can see my backpack, that's all my fishing gear in there and my toiletries. And so if you take it off, you can see it's braced back there, so that if it did fall, which it's not going to ever, it's going to land just right on the countertop there. I have a power wire here that I can charge this walkie-talkie with. So that's the pegboard, the desk, the sink, the cupboards, the bed. Now we'll go look down here. This is an RV power panel. You can see I have breakers here and I have fuses here, and that is because on the outside of the trailer you can hook up 30 amp RV power from an RV park, and it will power these 120 volt sockets here. So you can run your laptop's charger, or you could charge your phones or whatever. And you also have DC circuits here, and there's wires in the back you put fuses in, and you have external DC circuits. This is the battery charger, and this is the 120 volts AC, and this is the main breaker. This is the main battery disconnect. This I haven't wired up yet, but I wanted to put external lights on it. So you flick a switch here and lights outside go on. It'll be real simple. You have two USB sockets right here. You can charge anything with USB at any time. This is a Victron Bluetooth solar charge controller. It reports via Bluetooth to your telephone on graphs how well, and with voltages and all that stuff, how well the trailer is doing on its charge. This is a carbon monoxide and propane alarm, and that is because I run propane heat. And here's the first cupboard. We have the latrine in there. We have the little portable latrine, and we have, this is the heater. And so when you need heat, what you do, you set this right here, you turn on the propane ball outside, you spark the pilot light, and then you turn this on, and you only need to run it on low for about 2 minutes and the whole cabin will be warm. And you need to have the max fan running to exhaust the carbon fumes so that you don't get carbon monoxide poisoning. There's also the carbon monoxide alarm to help you prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. There's a fire alarm. There's lights, 2 independent lights, as you can see. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this away real fast. There's a latch here. You can hold this drawer up if you need to. On this latch, you can hold it vertically. You can see the wood flooring that I put in. That goes, and you can see the propane comes in from outside underneath the trailer, so it can't leak. You can see here, this is a wood floor. I put this wood floor in. It's a lot better than a plywood wood floor. This is some wood flooring from Home Depot, and it's got some corner trim molding here, and I just throw some rugs over it, and it's pretty forgiving. Every time I need to clean it, all I do is pull the rugs outside and just shake them off. You've got some metal corner edges to prevent the wood from getting roughed up. And let's see, these cabinets here, this cabinet here is 22 inches by 15 inches, and that's to get through the door, and inside it's quite a bit bigger than that, about 28 inches by 19 inches, and about 3 feet high. So you can see the big bolts holding the propane canister on. They'll never come off, and they've been sealed so they can't leak. You can see these bigger drawers here. There's 2 bigger drawers underneath the bed and a fire extinguisher. You just pop this off, pull that pin, and you are putting fires out. You got the bigger door back here. That's under the storage access, and I'll get to sizing that for you momentarily. It's the front door. I got shoes and laundry and clothes and stuff under there. There's also a laptop table. You got you can hang clothes here or bags here or whatever you want. You got the towel holder. You got the clothes hanger, and there's pool noodles with cable clamps on there to stop your clothes from flying off while you're driving around. It's pretty handy. Works pretty good. Your clothes don't usually fly off of there. Let me show you the laptop table. You pull this puppy out. Well, first you unwind the chains. You pull out this little wire plug, and you grab one of the chains. You can see there's a hook at the end of the chains. And you grab that and you hook it right there. You grab the other chain, you hook it right here, and boom, you got a laptop table. Very sturdy. You can probably hold, you know, 30, 40 pounds or whatever. Put your laptop up here, do your work while you're cooking your food over there, and washing your dishes here. And the whole thing just keeps itself solar charged and solar lit. You never have to worry about the batteries going dead. Even on a cloudy day, this thing keeps itself solar charged. That's the inside. You got the so above the bed, this there is another section for a dog here. This section is about, let's see, 37 inches long by probably 25 inches wide. Yep, 25 inches wide, 37 by 25. This is the dog bed. This is elevated above the single person bed by about 28 inches, and my knees can sit up in here easily. You got the toilet paper here hanging. So you got this is where you put your dog bed. Your dog can kick it and hang out up here, so they're not sleeping on top of you when you sleep at night. You put their food, their water here. Let's see here. You got a nice wooden roof, and there is insulation behind the wood roof. There's 2 inches of insulation in the walls. You got an inch here and an inch here. That makes 2 inches of insulation. There's 2.5 inches of insulation underneath the floor. There's 2 inches of insulation underneath the ceiling. And I haven't insulated this because you might end up running wires through here for whatever you want to design. This also aids you if you drop anything behind here, you can pull it out. And I have a ground strap in here for anything that I plug in and power. You can hide things in there, whatever you wanted to do with that. Let's see, let me open up the back door. So the exterior, it's a little beat up. It's been hailed on, it's been dragged through the forest down rabbit trails, and it's been fishing and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's a little scratched up, but that's kind of typical for a cargo trailer there. Now, so you can see the rear doors are also insulated and covered. And insulated and covered here. And so you got your, and the ends of the floors here, you also have your steel corners there, so you can't kick up the wood flooring. And you can see when you latch this up, or let's see, it's this one here, that everything, when you close the door, everything closes smoothly. Look at how clean that closes. Nice and clean, all closes together. And this door closes off this compartment, which is about 19.5 inches wide by about 17.5 inches tall, and that's just to get through. It's quite a bit deeper once you get inside, you know, 26 inches by 8. It's about 8 feet long by about, let's see, about 24 inches tall. So, and that's 8 feet long. You can put a whole 2x4 in there. You could put whatever you want. I typically have my generator, and I got the power cables in here. I got some tools, a box of my clothes, a bunch of shoes in front of that. I got my laundry in front of that, and a whole bunch of toilet paper and all that stuff. And you can see the bed is very reinforced, very solid. The whole thing was built with these special non-rusting screws. The taillights are still accessible from the inside to get to the wiring in case you need to repair them for some reason. You can see everything is insulated, double insulated and triple insulated. This thing is good to take you down to really cold weather. So yeah, that's also, not only is that 8 feet long, but you can get to it from the inside and the outside. And you can see the nice clean wood floor. I just cover it with carpets because I particularly like to stand on carpet myself, and it's really easy to clean this. You just take a broom, brush all this stuff right out. You can clean this up, no problem. Let's see here. Trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. If you need to access this light for some reason, you can pop this panel off and the wires will all be right there. And this is a 2021 trailer. So this was all built this year. I just finished building this thing. The reason for sale is because I have a little bit of money and I'm gonna buy a little bit of a larger trailer. As you see, I have a large Ford F-250 and it's quite a bit big for a 5x8 trailer. I could do with a little bit larger trailer here. But yeah, this is my trailer that I got for sale. Hopefully this answers a lot of questions on sizing. Let me get you guys the size, the interior dimensions here. Did I bag up? I think I bagged up the tape measure, boxed it up. Yeah, let's see if I got it here. Did I put the tape measure in there? No, I did not. I don't know what I did with it. But I'm 6.5 feet tall, and you can see I can almost stand up straight in here. It's about 6 feet tall inside, and this is about 4.5 feet, a little bit longer, and the inside is about 7 feet from the back to the countertop and 8 feet from the pegboard to the door. Yeah, from the floor to the roof it's about 6 feet. And so yeah, this is basically perfect for one person. You could sit here and live in this thing for one person. Oh, here's the tape measure. I found it. Okay, so let me measure from the floor. That's 6 feet. From the floor to the roof, 6 feet. 6 feet tall from the floor to the roof. So everything is fuse protected. Everything has breakers and fuses. Oh, I know what I was going to show you. The power cables. The power cables from the generator. You can plug it in here, and you can run your generator. You can use your generator to charge this thing. You could use the 30 amp RV shore power from an RV park to charge this thing. Though I typically don't need it because the solar panels, you're usually doing a perfectly good job because there's lots of solar power. Even in the cloudy weather, this thing will stay charged even if you're using it and charging things all day long. So it's pretty useful. My dog likes it. We go all over the place in this thing. I've taken it to from Oregon to South Dakota and back. It has South Dakota plates. Yes, I am the original owner. Yes, I'm getting the title on about 7/16. If anybody would like to buy the trailer beforehand, that's fine. I'll give it to you on a bill of sale and give you the title when it arrives, or you can buy the trailer when the title arrives. What else? I think that's it, guys. Hopefully this video will answer some questions for you a little bit. Let's see, you can see it was made by Forest River. The trailer weight before I put the wood in was 957 pounds dry. Oregon didn't even want to plate it. I had to take it to South Dakota to get plates and title and registration and all that done. It does not leak. There is a moisture barrier. There's a moisture barrier between this layer of foam and that layer of foam that's behind that wall. There's moisture barrier. Like a car door, there's a moisture barrier. You can almost see it in there. But that prevents the whole thing from leaking at all. It can't leak because there's like a layer of plastic sealing it all from leaking in between the insulation, like a car door or a car window. I've done extra work sealing things outside so that you can't get leaks inside. It helps a lot, but you can't seal all these screws. So that's why you need a moisture barrier on these things. So I built this with a moisture barrier on it so it doesn't leak. 100% no leaks. I think that's about it, guys. You can see the foam insulation on the bottom. I nicked something with it one day back here. There's a little bit of a nick right here. If you're really crafty, you can get underneath it and like bend that back or whatever, but I've just decided to just leave it. It's just a little trailer. It's not a big deal. Other than that, when I built it, I got a hole in it or two, but like I said, there's a moisture barrier in there, and it doesn't really matter if there's holes on the outside. But it's been hit with hail, and it's been hit by road debris. I mean, there's thousands of miles of scratches on it from road debris from getting kicked up from my truck over here. But I mean, it doesn't leak. It's a little beat up on the outside, but once you go inside, it's real nice. It doesn't leak, and you can pretty much live in here. I definitely have a few times. And here's the bed. I'm 6.5 feet tall, so here's the bed. I'm in here, no problem. I sleep in here. You can see my knees. I can sit up my knees when I'm in here sleeping. I can set my knees up and curl up in a ball like this, however I want to sleep. If you're a large person, this might not work for you. It's probably better for a skinny person. If you really want to fit 2 people in here, the second person is going to have to sleep on the floor. There's a 6 3/4 foot space right there for someone that could set up their bed on the floor and sleep right here. So that's why I say this could fit 2 people if you really wanted to, but it's made for 1 person and dog up there, but you could fit another person. So all right, I hope that answers a lot of your questions. I'm gonna go post this video to YouTube, and then I'm gonna post this to Craigslist and try to sell this trailer again. I got about 10 questions from 100 different people, so that was about 1,000 different questions when I tried to sell it last time, and it was just too frustrating. I'm sorry if I got frustrated with some of you guys, but it's hard to sell something like this that's really custom. People want to know a lot of stuff about it. So hopefully that answers some of your questions, and I'll see you guys later. If you're interested, send me an email or give me a call, and we'll work something out. Peace out.